I've seen a couple scenes from like epic YouTuber clip show, but I've never done anything with it. Wait, what did that say at the bottom?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay. Hi, Stanley. Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay, bye, Max. Bye.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his
That's
desk,
Miguel typing.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what
I know Miguel has his keyboard hitting one key at a time.
Every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I wonder if there were subtitles I should have turned on.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, cool. Whoa, we are dashy. That was a lot faster than I thought. Holy smokes. Okay, I guess I can touch things. Never in my years on Twitch have I been timed out this much. I'm a great viewer. I don't know, BB. Something in you just snapped. Something changed. And I attribute it all to Iman. Oh. Okay, nice. It's not too late. It's not too late to resist.
What could it mean?
Is there Okay, nice. There we go. Closed captions. I just know some people
Stanley
like
decided to go to the meeting
captions.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What's going on, Tomahawk?
Shut up.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
How are you
find
today?
a trace of his co-workers.
Hi, man. Hi, man. That's true. You did also say, "Okay, ban me." You were testing authorities to see if what you could get away with, and
Stanley
Zayla.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but
did.
it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, fuck you. I know it's not a horror game, but like I feel like something is gonna turn into a horror game. Okay, nice. I guess we're in purgatory. Okay, nice. God, the sensitivity is so high. There's gotta be... I keep getting turned around because I whip my head around so fast. I mean, I will give fair warning. I wasn't in a great mood yesterday, and a residual of it's carried over. So if you're looking to get shot, today's the day you get shot. Zayla might be busy. And it's not rage bait. I just have no interest in dealing with it today. Wait, can I get over there? I can't jump. Wait, I want to turn that computer off really bad. Let me in. Oh, okay.
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so this is a late epic YouTuber clip, right? It's like yes, he entered the door on his left, and every little shitter's like, oh, I entered the door on the right. I entered the door on the left. Call me conformist. Say I follow the lines. Yep.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, Jesus.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh. But wait, that's set by someone that is trying to hide something, though.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I don't believe you. See, I feel like you're pushing this a little harder than you would normally.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Wait, what's FA stand for? Wait, I'm scared. What does FA stand for?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I want
Please
to.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Am I allowed to?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I
don't believe you.
Thought to mention it.
I don't believe you.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom
I
closet
hate the
ending
color of
was
that text.
My favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Wait, but I got the broom closet ending, though.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably
What?
got the job because of a family connection. That's how
No,
stupid he is.
no.
Drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs. and
No. Oh, standing in a broom closet.
Well,
Standing.
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Wait, but what if the next person really likes this closet? Wait, I think the next person that took the keyboard really likes this closet too. All right, I'm dead. My older brother came and took the controller from me, and I'm still in the closet. Oh, all right. Well, I suppose the game's done making fun of me. I don't know if I can come out now. The world is so different now. I've been on the inside for too long, man. It's a scary world. You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? And I'm realizing why I'm getting that, like, that fear response right now is because Backrooms wasn't really a thing when this game came out, right? It wasn't a thing at all, actually. And like one of the biggest like tropes of the Backrooms is like the humming fish lights at the top, or whatever they're called. We call them the fish lights at the top. And I don't know if it's coming through on stream, but that's what I'm hearing now. And whenever you play those games, that's all you hear. And that's a very interesting piece of history, I suppose, to see how that common office sound has been turned into a horror trope.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
No. Well, sorry, man.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I am conformist. What the fuck? What the hell? This is like a whole different building. Okay. Jesus. If this company ever goes under and they walk up here, they're gonna figure out why
into his manager's office,
pretty fast.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. This is giving me like a Truman Show vibe. If anyone's seen that movie. Oh. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that. Again, I know it's not a horror game, but they're doing a lot of things that kind of fit towards that narrative.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley
Hi, Polly. Hi.
felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
I hope you're doing well, Polly.
More free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never...
What's going on, Spock?
This
Hi, Spock. Yeah.
would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I am a conformist. I will listen to the game. Okay. I'm here now. Now what?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
we're doing all right.
This place hold, Stanley thought to himself.
We're doing all right.
Strength to find out.
I don't think it showed up on stream, but I got a achievement that said, no, seriously, we disabled it. And it's because I keep hitting the jump button because, I don't know, I'm in a 3D environment. Like, I want to jump. Nice.
Now the monitors
Whoa.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. What about that?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
What number was I? I was like 472.
With his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly. No, he refused to believe it. He
I gotta turn
couldn't
my
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Oh,
Wasn't
that's
it?
like emotional
Was it even
touching.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire
Well,
life
I mean,
utterly
well, you know.
blind to the world?
Yeah.
But here was the proof.
Oh.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is that what I'm doing? I feel like maybe I cut the fat off from a lot of this by 4. Yay. Number 4. I think the count would really like this game. Hi, Candace. Hi. Oh, wait. 1. A 2. Wait. Okay. Oh. All right, where's 3? That is so cute. Yeah. Thank you for the gigantify emo, but also that is super cute, Candace. I need to repost that proposition again because I think either a lot of people missed it or a lot of people that said they were gonna do it forgot. And so again, it's not anything that's happening like super soon, but oh, or maybe I just walked through the door. I bet.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
It's at the current moment in time, a stream team secret, Polly. That when we finally get around to doing it, will be super cute and awesome and fun.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Wow.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. It's like the end of Stray.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
All right, guys. Well, that was the Stanley Parable. You know, I knew it was a short game, but like, geez, that short? Come on. Oh. Oh, actually, it was just a dream. Perhaps I've seen it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They should like let me use like a knife and like CS Surf. Oh. Oh, wait, that computer seems involved.
Stanley went around touching every little thing.
Oh, shut up.
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Possibly. It's quite possible. All right, what are we grabbing for food, Candace?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I like how condescending this guy is.
Yeah. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Man, there's a lot more branching possibilities than I intended to.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Already another option? Oh, this just goes to the conference room. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me... What's going on here? Hold on. Wait a minute.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the...
Whoops.
Further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay, everything else is locked, so...
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, that's fine. We all make them.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
You weren't,
It's
obviously.
really... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Now, let's see. We went down.
Take your time.
Left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
With the van? Who leaves their headlights on like that? Okay. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay, my bad.
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay. We just have to get back to,
Yep.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
That's true. New story.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
That's fine.
Okay, from the top.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't get an achievement for that? No achievement for wandering? Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. This time.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh, what?
No, I restarted. I swear
Oh.
I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Yeah, the doors aren't open.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I didn't touch anything.
A minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Oh.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Well, those two doors are the ones I typically would go down. I don't know what all this is about, though. Okay. Interessante.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Oh, shit.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Oh.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Wait, no, I was gonna find something. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have no clue what you're talking about. You're being weird. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I bet we probably did. Oh. I bet there is maybe something in here that we didn't do.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
This
the
looks...
story. Here it comes.
This is impossible geometry.
Mind, not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Okay.
and retrace our steps.
I don't even know... Oh, that's... Oh. It's not a horror game.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I don't think
can't
so.
quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yes! Yes! Fuck yes!
You put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
No, it's fine.
We both know
Give me the W.
didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Me
I
too.
don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The Stanley Parable Adventure line. Yay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure line.
All right.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's not right. Okay, that's all empty rooms again, so... I didn't think by going on that balcony I would have disrupted things so heavily.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Sounds good,
Onward,
Buby. That
Stanley,
sounds
to
fun.
destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward.
Sometimes it's not about the
implying a
destination.
journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Yes.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, I think so.
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
All right.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Looks good. Looks like a fern. What's the goal of this game? It's
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Right.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Is the lion sentient? There's not really like a goal per se, Miguel, besides like following the narration, but like at the same time not following the narration, if that makes sense. Like the guy's like, oh, and you go this way. It's like it's playing with the player's conscience with the game's intentions, right? It's like an ironic twist of like playing on that desire that every person that plays adventure or RPG games like, oh, well, the game wants me to go this way, but I'm gonna go this way, you know? Wait, we're just
No,
we're back here.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Did I win? Okay. What's going on, Phoenix?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
That's true.
Why
That's
can't
true.
we make up our own story? Something
Yeah.
exciting,
Yeah.
daring, mysterious.
Yeah.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, I like this direction.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
It's gonna be the adventures of Leonard Nimoy and Lucker the Dragon.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto
Parchment
the line for having any role in our
Parchment
awesome new
Nimoy
story. No
and
lines or monotones. Just don't acknowledge it.
Drukor the Worm. Wait, I can't. Wait, how did the line get back here? I just realized the line reappeared. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Fuck, that noise scared me.
So I know that
I'm
each
also,
door
like,
has
on
been
edge, and I
somewhere,
really
which means
don't
that
need to be,
somewhere
right?
in the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. You've been...
Oh, hold up, what's this? A confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Stanley dies!
All determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
Drove to the airport today. It's incredible how many people want to fly. You know, it's a very fun, funny phenomena with the airport. It's because you think like this trip that you're doing is so individualized, right? You think you're like, oh wow, I'm the only person in Memphis that's flying to like Hawaii today, right? Or like the only person in fucking bumfuck Maine flying to like to Missouri today. But then it's like 60 other people that are getting on this same plane in your same area that are going to this spot. And you're like, what's everyone else doing, huh? You're like, what are we all doing over there?
Do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this
government drones.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's
probably the same thing that's like with
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What? What? This... This is a fucking horror game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's the fucking line. There's the adventure line.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, Chef, if you're lying right now, stop. I'm a little freaked out right now. That's the only door I've seen with a badge reader.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
No.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I mean, it's more like the drive of curiosity than...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. I walked through the... I walked... the red door.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Okay.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What? What do you mean?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the...
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Okay.
I actually feel happy.
That's nice. This is nice. It's a little eye-fuckinator, but it's nice. Wow. This is beautiful. Yeah, this week would have been Lego City, Hector, but it got derailed a little bit, so we decided to hit a one-off game. Okay, well, I'm gonna carry on now.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, sorry.
Right. Where were we?
This is like baby sensory deprivation room. All right, now insert the dancing fruit. And the lobsters. and be inside my 360. What's going on, OOTN? This game is definitely a happy people like it, but it seems to want for me.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
We're still on the confusion ending. It said it on the board. It said it on the board. It's like it goes all black, and then at some point I die.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
There goes my hero. Oh.
Oh, thank God. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If
What were you?
die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, anything for you, buddy. Just because he hit the fucking pleading emoji.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what?
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I mean, admittedly, Hector, it was never a game that I, like, planned on playing, until it was put on the wheel.
Perhaps not.
But I never had any, like, issues, I guess, with it. It just, it always kind of just existed.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, I don't dislike your game.
This platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep
Yep,
me from
in
being
game.
happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Well, when you put it that way.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Getting a little limpy, I
just wanted
think.
us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
This guy's being a little...
Like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
He's guilt tripping me right now. Goodbye.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Perhaps that's what happened. There's one that keeps saying, like, input. Hold on, let's go back.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There's always, like, a computer that has, like, an input thing. Okay, the doors are open again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
Okay, all right.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
He was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
All right, last time...
Look,
Wait.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Wait.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Am I going to die from this?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thanks. I thought...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I thought that I could go in that... Whatever. I hope that doesn't, like, screw up the ending at all, and it just kind of resets it. It seems like it did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room,
Though the amount of variables are
to get back to business, Stanley took
overwhelming.
the open door on his left.
Because I'm trying to remember them all, but as we explore each avenue, there's like little branches that are coming off from each line.
Incredibly wasn't fired years ago.
There has to be a way down there though, right? Well, like, I think all of these are death. It says do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion, will cause death. But like, what if I jump not from the cargo? I'm dead.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and
Skip.
no one gets to tell him what to do,
All right.
a soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That's new. That's different dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hi, Shirley. See, I don't know if I could even take notes. Is the thing that I'm concerned about.
Incredibly wasn't 5 years ago.
There has to be a way down there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not.
Well, like, I think it's just too high.
Someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Asking for
This is it,
her.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What are you talking about? Jesus fucking Christ.
Her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place
I'm
your
scared.
faith in another,
Let me out.
then pick up
Let me
the
out.
phone.
Let me out. I don't want to pick up the phone. Let me out. I don't like this. I don't like this game anymore. I hate answering the phone.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh, no, you can't prove
I
that.
can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Let me out. Oh,
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
new emotes ordered.
In this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Steven has a choice.
Yeah, get him
He
in
could
now,
spend
Zayla.
years
Because
helping improve the
I'm
quality
gonna
of
be a
life for
greedy
citizens
grinner with
of
Miguel next
impoverished
month.
third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
I mean, apparently if you, surely if you just, like, follow the instructions, you just get to the end in, like, less than 30 minutes.
Then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner
I
and
can
practice
see...
saying, "My goodness,
I mean, not to say that anyone with, like...
I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? What did he say? He's gonna rub his sack on my crack? What?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What the
Welcome
fuck?
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry.
Right.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Yeah. I know that this game has, like, several endings and several possibilities. I'm curious to know, like, how long it actually takes to get them all without, like, guidance, because I've just been seeing this game branch and branch and branch. Wait, what is happening? I don't want to go back. Oh, what the fuck? they put gutters on my lane.
No, your choices are meaningful. We can't have you.
They put fucking bowling gutters on my thing.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
That's reality. Damn, they just said no options. They're holding my hand. The narrative contradiction is funny because, like they said earlier with the broom closet, that they're aware that I'm a person. I wonder if I stayed in the broom closet any longer, what would have happened?
Back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
True.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting such a disappointed no. Okay. All right. I entered the door on the right. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6B, 4, 5, 6B, 7, 8, 9, 0. 7890, 7890. That probably means something. Hold on. Hold on. Uh, 7, 8, 9, 0. And what's it? 1, 2, 3 question mark. And 4, 5, 6. All right. That's probably gonna have some relevance at some point, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Sorry.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Who's friends? Oh, Jesus.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
What the fuck?
You.
You.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Yeah.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah, a little bit.
To see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
I mean, here and there.
Outside of you, you're a child. Oh, my story.
A blubbering bitch.
The door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I shan't. I shan't. I respect and care for the narrator. What if I just took a quick little step over here? Maybe there's something different this time. Maybe there's something a little different over here this time. You know, the game reset. New possibilities, new adventures. It's a whole new world to see. It's a whole new world and a brand new attitude. And we still gotta catch 'em all. And be the best that we can be. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Like Siri almost gets... Oh, let it ball up. Wait, what? Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slides has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm... Oh. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yay. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, charts and slides, slides. It's just trying to tell a story. Yeah, well, you know. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your job. Fill out the triplicate and return to your boss application. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with other diligent employee like yourself, be more inclined towards conflict. Unless you're the kind of person who inflates... Oh. Your dreams for the future. Wow. How many do you think they made? Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation, expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. All right. Oh, wait. Resent coworker for not supporting you more. Yeah. Yeah, for real, Bree.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Who is behind this door?
Probability, he knew the passcode.
Wait.
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
What the fuck is that?
Breath, and then spoke the code.
Holy shit. That panda's getting plugged point blank.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Is my microphone actually hooked up to this?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is there... No, there's no... Nice. There's no microphone.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello?
What the fuck is happening?
Everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you.
Stanley, the story needs you.
You understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Oh.
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there?
Wait, they have Who Likes to Party?
Are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. We're back.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Yeah.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Yeah. Oh. Sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's
This
finish.
was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Let's
and
go
Stanley
and
knew
try
it
and
perfectly well.
get this here.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
All right,
I'm
let's
not an enemy, really, I'm not.
let's
I
try and
realize
like
that
close some
investing
loops
trust
because
in
we got a
someone
bunch
else
of
is
choices that we
difficult,
could
but
go
the
back
fact
and
is
do.
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? And in the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay,
Give
so
me a
we
chance.
went through the
Now
right
listen
door this
carefully,
time.
This is important.
Well,
Stanley walked
the right door, I
through the
mean.
red door.
Yeah.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, this looks terrible.
See? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires.
Slender
of
Man
yours.
incoming.
What would
I've
make
got this
game
fear.
better?
I've got this
What do
like
you want to
this
see?
anxiety in the back of my head that something's
Work
gonna
with me.
happen.
You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yeah. You know what? That was
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Okay.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Oh. What the fuck? Is this active or is this just like made up? Sorry, you said earlier, Shorley. Did you see the Everdark Augur is up for this Wednesday/Thursday? I did see that. I mean,
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep
definitely,
honest
definitely
answers, please?
not my first choice, but you know what? I guess give them time to cook, right? Yeah, that was really good.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Wow. Okay.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well,
Yes!
better? At
Fuck
last, the one thing
yes!
you've always desired. A game I had
Yes!
absolutely nothing to do with.
Fucking
But is it enough? Tell me
Minecraft!
that, Stanley. Will it
Woo!
ever be? Well, I'll say this.
Wait, but I can't
I'm done
jump.
making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Man, I want to build a house.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Hey, I want to build a house.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this step.
Why'd he sound like 1N when he said yes?
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Wow. Honestly, this feels like a time chamber because the game doesn't even look like this really anymore. They've changed so many textures for like the trees and the leaves and like the grass and everything that like this is and like even these flowers are like the roses don't even exist anymore. It's like rose bushes. Wow. Inadequacy.
Isn't it grand?
Yeah.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Yes. Let's go mining. I'm mining. I'm mining.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Ooh, mushrooms?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? No, not new game. No, wait, I was playing that.
Yes!
Oh.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell
Holy
this
shit.
is.
This is epic Sidekick Saturday. Sidekick Saturday reference. God, it's so loud. Wee, ow, ow, ow. This music's bumping. Wait, can I leave? Nice.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Yeah.
Your forte.
All right. What do you mean by that? Why did he say it like that?
Genius.
Wait. There we go. All right, guys.
You know what? I think that's plenty.
What do you
I
mean?
really don't care much to see you stumble through any.
Guys? Guys? Oh. It's not a horror game. 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 Oh, this is my office. Hi, Imagine. Hi, Imagine. Hi. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing all right.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I never wrap it.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close.
Me playing Blueprints. Bree, I'm not gonna lie, watching Shorley play Blueprints, like I wasn't even the one in control, but something about that spacing and like the quietness and just the eerie, like abandoned home. I got that, like, he's gonna turn around and like something's gonna be like lurking behind him. I was always a little on edge. On this day.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The whiteboard ending.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, but here's the thing. This whole ending has been based off defiance.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
But also,
But eager to get
I don't
back
know.
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The how do I say this? The like consistency of each thing kind of looping into itself.
Stanley was so bad at
I
following
can't really
directions,
tell
he
when
could
we're
have
not
been
like
5 years ago.
in a new loop, right?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
Yeah,
is
Blueprints,
that the
I
story
would
has been
like
about
honestly that
nothing
game would have been
but you
awesome if it was a
this
horror
time.
twist to it.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
You know, imagine like you had to
Asking
start
me
like basing your steps and your time off from like something
This is
coming
it,
after
Stanley.
you.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stan.
Hello? Is it me,
Oh, Stanley,
yo?
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah.
They want to commit their life to you.
What the
I'm trying to
fuck?
make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah, trying to solve a puzzle, your footsteps getting louder. Yeah, I fucking hate that you're here. I could
This is a
really
very
do without.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Good morning, Play 47. Press G on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
This thing's gonna look at me.
Pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
That's my
everyone in
wife,
the building
apparently.
had suddenly vanished off the face
The
of
narrator's
the
a
The
MFer.
thought excited him terribly.
You.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Is that 0? Or okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I can change
Down
that,
one
imagine.
path lay
I
an
can
enormous
change that
round
for you.
room with monitors and
I have the power.
controls. And down another was a yellow
Yeah, I Am
lamp
Legend
reading
type
many
beat, real.
directions. And down
That
another was a
scared
kid
me
with
as a kid.
baby. And he called
That
it
movie
the
overall
Stanley
wasn't super
Parable.
scary, except for a couple scenes. But that
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head,
mannequin
he rewrote it
part of it
again
was like
and
freaky
then
AF.
again, and again, over and over.
I actually read the
pushing
I
his
Am
hope
Legend
that it
book,
would
and it was
never
pretty
end,
good.
That he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Hi, Ben.
Perhaps
Hi.
if he played just one more time.
Yeah, I guess the movie was based off a book.
But there is no answer.
And obviously the book
How
has
could there
some
possibly be?
variation to
In
it,
reality,
but
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
but it was still really
Nothing
good.
has changed. The longer he spends here, the
It was
more
like one of those
unrealistic
like
it gets.
English
The more
class
he
like
forgets
pick a
which
book
life is the real one.
pick a book type
And I'm
beat.
trying
So
to
I
tell
was
you
like, oh well,
that in this world he
I
can
didn't know this
never
movie
be
was based off
anything
a book,
but
so
an
I'll read it.
observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen
In-game.
to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Yes, sir. Oh wait, did I fail the test? Was he like, oh look, this dumbass is gonna like not do it because I told him to do it? He's like, look at this, look at this defiant asshole. He thinks he's so
Can
special.
he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
In
How
game.
can I get him to see what I see?
Hi, Sierra.
How can I
Hi.
make him look at himself?
I've press E to question nothing. Wait.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules.
Yeah, this is like a classic that I never got around to. But I didn't have like a PC back in the day.
I'll try once more to convey
When
all
these
this to
games
you.
were like super
I'm
popular,
compelled
and then like
to.
by
I
the time I
must.
got a PC, these
Well,
games were
maybe
like
this time
old
you'll
fogey
see.
game, right?
Maybe this
But
time.
it was on the wheel, and I figured instead of getting invested into Lego City today,
And I try
like we
again.
intended to play, I'd just do a one-off stream. What did?
And I try.
Please? I didn't even get a choice. I didn't even get a choice to push the button.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
But I
could it
do
be?
remember this game was like
Stanley decided to go
late
to the
epic
meeting room.
YouTube
Perhaps he
reaction
had
video,
sent me
right?
a memo.
I don't know if hitting those computers have any actual. This is different. Oh no, it's not. Is it?
When Stanley came to a set of
I don't even
two
remember
open
at this
doors,
point.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, as far as I'm aware, from all the things that I could see that I could do, I think the right.
Yet there was not a single
Wait,
person
surely
there
you said
either.
there's like bat chest on
In a
this?
wave of disbelief,
Synergized
Stanley
score
decided to
value.
go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Shift
find an
global
answer
market,
there.
monetized. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs, but about things plus money. We have our new product. I think Shirley just wanted me to read all the signs. I don't think there's actually buy mention. Nice. I think Shirley made that up for attention. Okay. Maybe it's on the table. But it's been a romp so far. It's been okay. So this was one of the
On the
decisions.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I went downstairs to not my boss's office. Okay, the
But
DeLorean's
Stanley
down
just
here.
wouldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I was
Thanks to
honestly,
competitive economy. Why had he taken that risk?
I was debating on
All
doing
because
this
he
or
believed
Bonanza.
everyone had vanished. His boss would
But
think
who
he was
knows? Both
crazy.
might happen.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
Pack it up,
he thought to
bozo.
himself,
Thanks, Twinkie.
maybe I am crazy. All of my coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
That
did
is true.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
Some of this voice acting honestly sounds like those cassettes that they would play for you in elementary school, where you would read along with the person reading the book, and it's usually like the author of the book reading it. Did anyone else do that in elementary that you remember? I mean, maybe not like a cassette, but like a CD like that you like read along with. Oh, I'm sorry?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Starfield.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Sounds like a
Then
colonist.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their
I got them from the library. Nice.
of course.
Yeah, I just remember like being in the library at the school, and like they would be like, all right, it's like reading time. We're all gonna read this book and just like follow along.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Who?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
They put Walking Dead in Dead by Daylight? What? So I'm guessing like Rick is a survivor. If they were goated, they'd put Shane.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Yeah, who? I guess there wouldn't be like a killer in that franchise, so it would be like
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Rick
I'm through with this dream.
Negan, maybe, because he was a super popular character.
Let me go back to
Michonne?
my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I am okay.
Michonne, my balls. I watched the first like 5 or 6 seasons, maybe. I don't remember,
Stanley
honestly.
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
And everything went black.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She
Well, like,
arose,
after
got
that,
dressed,
like,
gathered
the
her
4th or 5th
belongings, and
season?
walked to her
Oh.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
No Negan, no deal.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Negan is a killer.
And she turned
Could you imagine just hearing across the map, easy peasy, lemon squeezy?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley.
Yeah. I remember from the, I don't know why that's been ingrained in my brain since,
My senses were turned. He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
From the VGM quiz we did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not surprised by those
Yet
3,
there
to
was
be
not a
honest.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Yeah, we
Stanley
were here
decided to go
earlier,
out
but
to his boss's
I didn't see what you were
office,
talking
hoping he might
about.
find an answer there.
It's like on one of the whiteboards or slides, you said? I guess I don't even know what bat chest we're looking for, to be honest, so. Like, it could just be, like, I could be looking right at it and it's going right over my head. In my head. Zombie. DS2 is mentioned somewhere in this game. Well, it definitely wouldn't be in the room about profits, because that game fucking... I don't know. Oh, it might be, Is it Stanley Parable 2 you're thinking about? Surely?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait a minute. I wasn't here before. To be rich is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Wait, the royal flush. Oh, yeah, there is like a director's cut version, which I thought I had that, but I guess I just got the normal one. But I'm pretty sure the normal one was like on sale for like $1, so I was not okay. Is this game, like, progressing? Like, I don't know what's
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Huh. Well, that sucks because I definitely wish I turned there. I don't know what well, we'll have to just do another one, I guess. I'm a good sequel. Imagine you're a good sequel, trequel, prequel, squeakquel, all of it. Alvin the Chipmunk squeakquel, anyone? Was there any? I don't even remember if there's any like decisions to be made down here. Yes, there was. Okay, this is fine.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What the fuck?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
This seems... You probably could have just killed me with the drop instead of saving me.
Story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
What?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Apparently I'm like Dio and I can stop time. Or Shadow and Chaos Control.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh. Wait, blueprints.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Concrete piece of Stanley's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it and exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Oh, nice. Office layout. The blueprint shows offices from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Nice. The placing of the opening section was important to get right. This corridor, Jesus, has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Nature paintings. Nice. The office. The selection of the sound used throughout the game when buttons are pressed, each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. This is the most boring museum I've ever been in. Actually, that's not true. What the hell is going on? There's the phone. Oh. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Oh, I haven't even seen these. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The Zending, oh. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they had to pull. This is stuff I haven't seen before yet. Wow.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they
Can
need
you
one
feel
another?
the sunshine?
No, perhaps not.
We have a museum that
Sometimes
has
these
like 10
things
things in
cannot be
total. I
seen.
once took a date there without checking before. It was humbling.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Okay, what happens now?
This is the story of a man.
Oh. Well, damn. I kind of wish I didn't do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this... 10 items in total. I mean, honestly, that sounds like depending on the date, right? Like
the door on his left.
like it could have been like a fun experience because you could have been like, oh wow, like
Yet
that was
there
like,
not a
you know,
single
whatever,
person he
and you both could have had a laugh
Feeling
about
a
it.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his.
Shouldn't have listened to the woman. I guess not. Okay, we can check this out now. Okay, nice. That was pretty epic.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any
Am I
man
all
to take.
alone?
He fell to his knees.
Need a bigger gun.
Bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about
Yeti.
and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible...
Charlie was here earlier. We were talking about
signed a 4-digit code
the new Dead by Daylight
so
update.
random that no man could ever hope
Ted
to
though,
guess
Ted
it.
don't pull up.
2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah, he went to play with his nubby. You know, there's a bunch of people here that got bleeding nubbies. All right, let's try this again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, like on stream? Yeah.
Escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh yeah, I saw that he posted a update that he was playing Borderlands.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, Ginger Boy Love. Oh, that I was confused. I just read the Discord
As the
update.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see that
That's what boys like. I know what boys want.
in his narrow vision.
I know what boys like.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned. And
Yeah, we played through Yoshi's Island.
To his brief and
That was like, geez, it's sad to say, but probably 2 years ago at this point. Jotaro.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
Yeah,
as the machine
I feel like I was too hard on it. You know, looking back on it, it doesn't. One, I played on an emulator, because I didn't have NSO back then, and I think there was maybe some issues with that.
Stanley would restart the game back in his office.
And then,
as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I also played the GBA version, which I've been told by a few Yoshi's Island lovers, that the GBA version is not great. But honestly, I don't know how. From the gameplay I've seen of SNES and GBA, it doesn't seem too different. Yeah, Hector, I mean, we started... Well, it's definitely not 2 years yet, but, this... Jeez, when did we play that? It's definitely coming up on it. This fall is going to be 2 years, 100%. I know, Snake getting old gif. Let's see. I uploaded this. Okay, a little bit later than I was estimating, but February of 2024 is when we played it. So over a year and a half at this point, coming up on 2 years in a handful of months, obviously. What did you send me? I'm gonna have to watch that after. So what? It's 2 days. It's August. So August, September, November, December, January, February. Actually, holy shit! It's next month will be exactly a year and a half. So overestimated. But
how they wish to destroy one another, how they wish to control one another.
I mean, we've definitely got a handful of endings, and I'm kind of running. I think we're on second to last option for what I know of what we've experienced.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
But that is
Push
crazy.
escape and
That
press
is crazy to
quit.
think about.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Guys, I think we died for real. I think this is true end. Charlie is the evil twink in my life. I can feel him casting curses on me as we speak. I curse you, I curse you. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to run to the bathroom and hope to God something doesn't happen while I'm there. You guys make sure nothing happens while I'm gone. um Well, what the fuck just happened? Oh, I've had display capture on this whole time. That's funny. Wait, what other? Wow. Okay. Well, I think unless there's like something notable that someone can point
Stanley
out.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained
Until you get all the
No.
achievements in this game,
This
yeah.
couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought.
The
to
next
himself,
5 years.
is
The next
wait.
5 years of the
Nothing will
Stanley
hurt
Parable.
me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
All right. Well, again, yeah, if unless there's something that someone can like notably point out that I didn't do that I should go see, then I from all accounts that I can think of, I think I did it all.
All of his
Not like
coworkers
all,
were
but
gone.
like I did
What
all
did
that
it
I
mean? Stanley decided to go to
like-
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
I
missed
how do I
another.
say this? All that I
No
want to
matter
do.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Did you shake your balls out on the desk, on the boss desk? I didn't do that.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort.
Oh, this
I want
is
to see
click
some
hold.
hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all
I-
the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Where's door 417? Oh.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. Hey, yes, sir.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. Yeah, I mean it's cute. It's cute humor for the time, right? And it's like it's definitely back in the day when this game came out, like, and this was very
Now, back to door number 437.
yes, sir. Like this was peak humor. The meta
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
okay. Where's the copy?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay. All right. I think I'm feeling it too.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
18, 19.
Yes!
Yes.
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Okay. All right. The enthusiasm of the voice acting is pretty
Finish
good.
it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 4. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing to hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come
Okay.
today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Holy shit. If anything, that voice acting. That voice acting was fucking awesome. That's why I say like I'm glad there's fans, but people like this. But I'm a B. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely like, you know, and this I think almost pulling it out of the bag intentionally, opposed to like having the wheel spin it and like maybe playing it at a more sour time. I don't know, maybe having more choice in picking this game opposed to like you know, having it be by chance is adding to like the humor a little bit, right? All right. Let's try and go for another one here. I want to try and play this game for at least half the stream. But we'll see. We can try the speed run here. Are you ready? Are you Wait, fuck. I don't remember the door code. All right, we might have to try this a couple times. I'm sorry?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I don't know why that really threw me off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Okay.
he simply missed a memo.
You know what? Maybe I didn't see all there is to see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling away from
Future
this
happiness.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's gonna be something in this broom closet one of these days, I tell you.
Coming to a
hi,
staircase,
Zoe.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right, I just want to get the code, and then we'll
Stepping
restart
into his
again.
manager's office, Stanley was once again
it-
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers, he began turning the room over looking for clues that might unravel the situation, until at last he discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code. For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
No.
2845.
Oh,
Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
2845. All right, here we go.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
We got this.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he...
You're wasting my time!
...with some calming new age music.
You're wasting my time!
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do you got a plan for the other half of stream? It's gonna be one of 2 things.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
I either play just some some bozo game for
Stanley's co-workers,
the time, and we listen to music, or I can play Bonanza for for a few hours, or
where freedom meant nothing.
I can take my shirt off and rub my nubby.
Control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with
I was trying to get the Brim Closet ending earlier, Phoenix, but the guy called me dumb.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Needs a second ending run to get in. We can try and go and do it.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Which was there relevance to the 2997, or was that just random odd numbers that you said?
This mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
Succulent Chinese meal guy.
No longer would anyone
say like he's just British.
or how to feel.
He's just speaking in
Whatever
old
life
English.
is, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I don't think I got it. Does that happen every single time?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Or maybe there's a faster way to end things.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Short game's getting pretty long.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Yeah, we've been playing around with like the other endings and whatnot. I think we've seen a good part of it, most of it, but I don't know, without like there being like some sort of achievement tracking, it's hard to tell. Anyways. Also, is this like late epic Stanley Parable troll? Is this what people say in Twitch chat when someone plays it for the first time? They're like, oh, did you get the broom closet ending? And then they have streamers sit in the broom closet for like 40 minutes. Assign chat to Stanley or the narrator. All right, chat. Go ahead and at me if you want to know if you're Stanley or the narrator.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Don't fucking say that. Do not say that ever to me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the fuck? Wait. Wait. Spock, you're the narrator. Bree, Stanley. Miguel, Stanley. Imagine, narrator. Phoenix, Stanley. Hector, Stanley. Wait. Hold on. Give me my Remec. I promise. Scout's
Stanley had
honor.
never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Could you imagine trying to herd like 6 Stanleys?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Fuck,
disbelief,
dude, wait, no, it's
Stanley
closed
decided to go up to
forever.
his boss's
They
office,
took my
hoping he
fucking
might
broom
find
closet
an answer
away.
there.
Bum ass game, dude. The game sucks.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Zayla Stanley.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom...
Wait, why is that one error coding over there? Oh, there's a couple error coding.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control?
What if we... Okay, so we hit that... Hold on. I'm curious about this,
All of his
monitor
coworkers
situation.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Yes.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, what does this do? I got one more. Hold on. There's one more. What? There has to be, like, some sort of method to this. But they keep re-illuminating, so, like, I must be on some sort of time limit. Yeah. Is there, like, one that's maybe, like, different from the others? Just press them all. Future! Future! Okay. Is this okay? Someone tell me. Is there something I'm supposed to be doing, or is this like just awesome room with all the buttons? You haven't even started on the nail art, Beauty. Beauty. What the flip? Is it getting brighter? Bye, Bree. Bye, bye. Sorry you have to go to that scary place. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave because I assume that this is just nothing. Uh-oh. Oh, can I just come back here whenever I want now? Yeah, Ash Lake music for real. Hold on, I'm gonna be look up Larry because I don't really give that shit. For about 15 seconds. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is just an ending. Okay. Nice. Well, that's cool. What's interesting is that this seems to randomize every time.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Huh. Well, all right. You know what? That's about the amount of time I was hoping to give this game. So and I feel like we got a lot. I don't think there's like a thing for get all endings, yeah? Yeah, all the achievements are literally just like if I jumped out the window, not in real life. Is there a window to jump out of?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How would I even? 434's desk. Okay, let's check that out.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
How did I even like climb up his desk? Well, I'm up here. Oh, there we go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh. Oh, hey.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that
Pissing
answer?
all by yourself,
Perhaps
handsome?
you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Nice. Well, gotta see it through. We got a couple minutes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd
Who do you
map until he heard this
who do you think
narration
wins the
and
gold
realized
medal
it
of the
was
dumb
part of the game's
motherfucker
design
Olympics
all
on
along.
EG?
He then praised the game for its
Oh,
insightful, witty
dumb
commentary into the
motherfucker
nature of
Olympics.
video
Yeah,
game
that's
structure and its
probably the
examination
easiest
of
thing that I've
structural
ever
narrative
said.
tropes.
You know, I think
now that
bronze
you're here,
medal.
what do you
If I'm gonna
think?
do it
Isn't
like
this a
top
fun
3
and
style
unique
and go
place to
from
be?
bronze, like
Why
bronze
don't we
is
take a minute
probably like
just to drink
fucking,
it
I
all
don't
in?
know, like
Okay, I'm over
Spock.
now. What do you think?
No,
Is
no,
this
no,
good?
no, no, no. No, but gold medal. I mean, like, come on.
Well, I don't know
Is
how to
there
say this
anyone
politely, but you
that,
could
like that
literally
guy's probably playing with his nubby
start
right now?
the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires.
Let's
to
just say,
restart the
I'd say the
game.
gold medal would go to a
Just
guy,
towards the end
his
of it,
name rhymes
I'm
with
going to try and make
Borley.
this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley.
I'm probably like silver medal, to be honest.
Stanley. But the truth must be told.
And then,
he
I
was
don't know,
not
bronze
very
would probably,
old
like,
and was
realistically,
quite particularly
uh,
gangly. What
probably like
Stanley liked
Kylie.
best was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Wow. All right.